The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company on this glorious Friday afternoon. It is the 22nd of August, 2025. And you, my friends, as always, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Handcrafted burgers, loaded fries, and gourmet eats that will change the game.
Great stuff, Keyzie.
Chips.
Great stuff, mate. God.
Yeah.
Mogi. I tell you what, Mogi's looking especially sexy today because he's got the just rolled out of bed look. You stallion. How's life, man? How you going, Mogi?
Yeah, going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Look, a little bit under the weather out the back of the live show that we did down here at Parrot Dog in Lyell Bay. But it ended up being quite a long one for me, a big evening. First time I've stuck one out, and I'm battling a few demons today. And I was trying to think of some way I'd be able to get out of it, but really I can't. I'm just going to be battling them until I go to sleep again.
Oh, God, I know that feeling so very well. Keyzie, you mad. But we've had a good morning, haven't we, Keyzie?
We've had such a good morning, Jase.
Oh, my God.
Because people are asking what's up with Keyzie's voice. I don't know. The last couple of days, my voice is just gone.
But now it's hangover.
Yeah. And I actually think my voice feels better today than it did yesterday, but I'm hungover, responsibly hungover.
Yeah.
It was a great night last night. The Wellingtonians really came out and switched it on for us. The only one who's not hungover is Jase, and he's decided to put all his energy into being annoying. But we'll be getting into that maybe next in the show because we do need to just figure something out here because he is being a pain in the ass.
That is quite the accusation, Keyzie. I've just been trying to, pick the feels up a little bit, you know what I mean? And maybe your voice is sounding a bit better today after your little shooter last night, the chili shooter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I lost the throbber. There won't be a throbber today because we did it yesterday with the live show, but I lost, and as a result, I had to do a shot of Kai Tai Fire hot sauce.
Yeah.
And it actually ruined my night because it stopped me from drinking.
Yeah.
Every time I had a sip of beer, it would make me burp, and then I would taste hot sauce, and it just ruined everything. But Jase loved it, so that's good.
Hey, it's Fran Out Shy Day as well, so send your shout-outs on 3483, and let's kick off with a bit of red hot chili peppers.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this beautiful Friday afternoon. And just to let you know, I don't know that we did in the opening there, fellas. We're actually broadcasting from Wellington today.
That's right.
And it's absolutely stunning. We're in a beautiful little studio overlooking all the hills here. It's just stunning stuff.
It really is beautiful. And we've got some paraphernalia on the walls, don't we, Keyzie? You've been frothing it. You're a radio freak. You're a fan of the radio from back in the day. And there's pictures there of Grant Kiriyama, Polly Gillespie and Nick Tansley, Jase.
Yes.
And then doing the so they were doing Drive, I'd imagine then, and then in the breakfast slot was Paul Holmes.
Oh, Paul Holmes.
Now this other fella on the right, I'm not too sure. I've got a name that's going around my head, but I'm not 100% sure who the old fella is with his mouth open. But he obviously did evenings there. God, what it is to be a part of history here in this Wellington studio.
You do feel it, you know what I mean?
Do.
Because I'll be honest, we weren't massively enthusiastic today. That's just being honest. And then I come in and I see broadcasting legends like that, Mogi, and I feel a certain, I've got to commit here. Have a bit of passion.
I often say to myself in times, like these where, look, it's unprofessional of us to be coming in here with a hangover. I think to myself, what would Polly do?
Yeah, well, that's right. What would Holmes do in a situation like this?
No, I don't know about Paul Holmes, but certainly...
What about Nick Tansley? What would he do?
What would Nick Tansley do in this
like
situation?
So when you think like that, what conclusion do you come
to?
You
knuckle down, you get on with it, Keyzie, and you deliver a top-rating radio DJ show.
Radio DJ show, that's what we always call it.
Yeah, totally.
But it was a huge night last night at Parrot Dog. We've had a great time, and we are now in the Wellington studio, running on fumes, I'd say.
Oh, you're just about out. I'm sort of of the attitude of, you guys, of course, have got a late trip home tonight.
Yeah, we're really stoked about that, too,
I'm sticking around Wellington, so I think it's just about time for me to get back on the horse there. I've got a bit of socialising to do later in the evening, so I'll be okay. I think.
There's nothing like getting back on the horse to get rid of the demons.
Well, that's the thing.
And then just create some more for yourself for the next day.
And then I'm getting picked up by my mate and going up the coast.
Yes.
Right, tomorrow, where it's just going to be Demon Central.
Right, can I just... I was saying to... what's Monday, Mogi, going to be like, do you think? Because I'm anticipating a very big weekend here for Mogi.
Yeah, look, it really does depend on what time I go to sleep on that Saturday night there. That's the concern. My aim is to start early, finish early.
Yes.
That's my aim. However, the mates I'll be with, they are definitely night owls.
Right.
Which is going to make things tricky for old Mogi.
I've got a question here about getting back on the horse. How many times can you get back on the horse?
Well, I'll be getting back on the horse tonight.
Yeah.
And then I'll be kicked off it tomorrow morning when I wake off. Oh, that's no good. And then by lunchtime I'll be back on another horse.
Oh, so you switched horses?
No, it'll be the same horse.
It's the same horse, right?
Yeah. But the horse is getting slower and it's a disgrace for a horse.
It's frothing at the mouth.
It needs to be taken out the back, really,
the back
with a shotgun there. But I don't know how next week's going to be. But I'm on the wagon for a while after this weekend, so I'm just going to get amongst.
Wait, so you're on the horse this weekend, and then
I'll
next
be on
week
the wagon.
you're on the wagon.
So that's right. I jump off the horse,
which
is pulling the wagon.
Oh,
the wagon's always there.
So because. Also, the other thing is, at a certain point, people see you on this old horse, and they're like, man, why are you on that horse?
Yeah, you're right. I'll get on the wagon.
It's embarrassing. Hop on the wagon.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
My horse is just sort of, it's this bloated beast in a paddock somewhere, just out the far back of the farm, with a kind of semi.
Why does it have a semi?
Well, just because it's not a deliberate thing. It's just...
Come on, man.
It's just tired and old.
Is this Audio Slave?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
The Killers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon.
Hey, Mogi, you haven't really had to deal much with Hoyte J today. No. You've been sort of in your hotel room. You came to Beavana with us, and that was fine, but a large portion of the day has been me, Hoyte J, and Dilly, our social guy. And I've just noticed that Jase is being possibly the most annoying he's ever been.
Yeah.
And it's little things like, for example, yesterday, to help with my voice, Jase gave me 3 throaties.
You're sounding good, man.
You're sounding hot, Keyzie.
Thank you,
You're
fellas.
looking really good despite how you're feeling.
This is what I'm talking about. So Jase yesterday gave me 3 throaties, right? He's like, here, Keyzie, have these for your voice. I was like, thanks, mate. So this morning, I went and bought a fresh packet of throaties, and I said, Jase, I've got some brand new throaties now, so if you need some, sweet as. And he goes, harden up, Keyzie. And I was like, okay, this is Jase just being stupid. And then I pulled out a packet of Fisherman's Friends. And he goes, those aren't throaties, those are Fisherman's Friends. I was like, I know, I got both. And then he's like, rolls his eyes. I put it back in my pocket, I have one. And then he goes, here, give me a Fisherman's Friend. And then just like holds his hand out. And I'm like, say please. And he's like, no, F off. And then I do give him a Fisherman's Friend, and he goes, ugh, I like the aniseed ones.
What's wrong with that?
No, I was like, they didn't have the aniseed ones, and it's just that has been what it's been like all day.
Look, the problem is, Mogi, is that I've been up quite early, had a beautiful buffet breakfast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very good. And Keyzie, he got up a couple of hours later to do his buffet. They didn't know who he was. There was no recording of him. So he was effing and jeffing on the chat there. So I had to come down and sort it out.
Did you? Did you come down and sort it out,
with
did
all
you?
The staff
because
there.
That's something you'd do.
And then Keyzie was feeling a bit nauseous, so he didn't really eat a lot. So I was, having to encourage him to eat.
How are you doing that again?
Just by piling up your plate with food.
And then sitting behind me going, Keyzie.
This
is all bullshit, by the way.
Look, I'm just in a good mood.
Yes.
And I think Keyzie's not feeling great. He's responsibly hungover, and he's just he's overreacting.
That's right, and I think that's you just you rub him up the wrong way, and it's easy to do, isn't it? Look, I've thoroughly enjoyed Jase's company today. I've enjoyed him being an absolute pest. It amuses me.
Thanks, mate.
But it drives you up the wall.
Well, the annoying thing
especially
is,
when you're hungover, you find it difficult anyway, because you're like, today we're at Biavana, and Jase was looking at the woman's toilet and deciding whether he's going to go into the woman's toilet.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, for F's sake, Jase, there's a men's toilet right over here.
Jase has this thing where
you just cannot help yourself from trying to solve his problems. And that is the problem. You care too much.
I used to, not anymore. I don't give a shit. Honestly, today I was watching, I was like, look, Jase hasn't even looked at the woman's sign. He's just seen a toilet and I'm going to go in there and go wheeze. And I was just like, fine, go into the woman's toilet then, see if I care.
In my defence, New Zealand, there were two toilets side by side, and I thought one's the woman's, one's the men's, but they were both women's toilets.
Yeah, that's right.
And there were two entrances.
To the same toilet. And the other thing that's annoying me is Jase keeps going, oh, well, we'll just go to the airport and chill in the lounge. And I'm like, cool, who's the one signing you into the lounge? Keyzie.
That'll be fun, though, because we've got 5 hours to kill, Keyzie, before we get our flight home.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's going to be neat, Mogi.
Man.
We'll keep you updated on the chat about how old Keyzie and Hoyte J go.
A midnight flight home, eh? How good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Metallica there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Great to have your company wherever you are in this great country of ours, by the way.
Hoyte J, I was recently in Europe. And while I was there, an amazing concert happened. It was the Full Metal Orchestra in Auckland, right? And you went along with your lovely wife.
Yes, I did.
Who's a bit of an odd fish. But you guys enjoyed it, right? You had a good time.
Well, I wouldn't say she was an odd fish.
Well,
she's pretty she's straightforward kind of human being, really. I wouldn't call her odd.
Yeah, you're right. She's basic, eh?
Well, I wouldn't say basic.
Like bog standard, you were saying.
Well, no, she's special, but she's just very stable.
She's like
she doesn't get flustered by Hoyte J ever.
Vanilla, eh? You describe her as vanilla.
Certainly not vanilla.
Anyway, you guys went to the
salted caramel.
You guys went to Full Metal Orchestra in Auckland, thanks to Minogue Fuel there.
Oh, did Minogue Fuel take you there?
Did they take you?
Yeah, they picked us up in a minivan.
Really? Minogue Fuel did?
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the Minogue Fuel minivan.
Far out. You had a good time, though.
No, seriously, it was brilliant. All of the performers, honestly, were fantastic.
Yeah.
And old, what's her... I always forget her name.
Jenny from Devilskin.
Devilskin.
Yeah.
She was sensational.
Yes.
EJ Barnes, of course, Jimmy's daughter. Sensational. The fella from Pluto, I've forgotten
Milan.
his name. And there's another fella from Wellington who was doing the AC/DC tunes.
Oh, right.
Who was next level. But my only little criticism, and this is serious, was there wasn't quite enough of the orchestra. I thought they could have given them a bit more time to shine.
Well, it was the first one ever.
But overall, it was brilliant.
Yeah, that's right. So if you don't know what it is, it's basically a fusion of orchestral music and rock. They play a whole lot of classic tunes, massive tunes that everyone's heard of, music from AC/DC, Metallica, Tool, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses and more. And they have heaps of stars from across New Zealand coming to make it all happen, really. So you've got AC/DC's Phil Rudd on the drums.
Yes.
John Toogood, of course. Jenny from Devilskin. EJ Barnes. Milan from Pluto. And they've decided to add James, the frontman from The Feelers. And they are now taking this to the South Island, and they're doing a show in Christchurch.
Right, okay.
So it's going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be happening at Wolfbrook Arena, Christchurch, November 1st. If you are keen, sign up for pre-sales right now, fullmetalorchestra.com. Because when the tickets drop, you don't want to miss out.
Yeah, they did a Deftones tune as well, but funnily enough, we ran into a couple of those backbones yesterday at the airport. They were doing a Pink Floyd special, I think, down here. But if you can get along to it, do it. It's a good night.
Fullmetalorchestra.com. If you're into your rock tunes and a bit of orchestral stuff as well, sign up for pre-sales and do not miss out.
Here's Smashing Pumpkins.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yeah, fellas.
Is that not a surf?
Sure was.
Far, I haven't had them in ages,
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, it has been a while. You just went on a little break there in between. Mogi, you're all good, mate?
Yeah, I just went to the toilet, Jase.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you do a steamer, Mogi?
No, it wasn't really steaming.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yeah. Gross. Classic Mogi steamer.
God. Hey, let's talk a bit of TV. Let's talk a bit of TV.
Okay.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yes. Hey, when I was on the plane to Europe, I watched a fair amount of stuff, to be fair. And one of them was The Man Who Definitely Did Not Steal Hollywood. It was a documentary, and it was about an Italian fella there, and he owned a whole bunch of hotels, etc., etc., etc. And he had a bet with a gentleman that he would buy MGM Studios back in the 80s, in the early 80s. And he paid $1.1 billion for it.
Phew.
And then within about 6 weeks to 2 months, went bankrupt.
Wow.
Which was all over. And it was quite interesting because it looked into his background and how all his money had definitely come from the mafia.
Right.
So he's sort of, he's a very interesting fella and a charismatic sort of a dude. And he went from being a dishwasher and then inexplicably was worth, billions of dollars.
Yes.
Very hard to explain. But it was worth the geese. Good for the old plane ride there. 3 stars, 3 buzzies. Worth a watch if you find it, but not worth seeking out, if you know what I mean, man.
Right,
You can watch that. If you're looking to watch it, it's on a plane to Dubai.
Well, what did I got home to the hotel? Well, not home, to the hotel.
Yeah. How'd you go, man? Because you're struggling to make sense of it, head or tails of it, because you couldn't work out how to turn the TV on, could you?
Well, because it all required codes. But then I went up to the fella there at the desk and said, I haven't got a scanner on my phone, man. How do I operate stuff? And he said, no, just push TV. And I went, oh, okay. And then Keyzie coincidentally messaged me and said, just push TV.
Yeah.
So I pushed TV when I got in the room there, and what should be on the movies, but
Smut.
Once were warriors.
Oh.
So I lay back in my bed, I loosened my trousers, made sure my little rag was on the side there.
You got your favourite line?
Well, it is a brutal movie.
Yeah.
An Uncle Bully, of course, and the girl that plays Grace. I was reminded of how awesome her performance was. It is a very heartbreaking, sombre, distressing bit of theatre.
Great movie, 5 buzzies.
Yeah, I'd give it 4.5 buzzies.
Out of 5.
Out of 5.
Yeah. Good stuff. When I got home last night, I watched another episode of the TV show I'm watching at the moment, all on YouTube, as I mentioned. UK comedy from about 10 or so years ago. People Just Do Nothing. It's about these garage MCs that run a pirate radio station. Very, very funny. Highly recommend it. And then I got served on Instagram that they're coming to New Zealand, the boys from Corrupt FM, and they're doing a gig, I think, at the Coromandel on the 3rd of January.
Wow.
As part of a wider group of people performing. And so watch this TV show on YouTube. People Just Do Nothing. And then I think I'm going to be away over that period. Otherwise,
in Europe somewhere.
Yeah, just in Europe again, man, because I'm rolling in it. But I would absolutely love to go and see these boys live because they are genuine garage MCs and do all the mixing and stuff themselves. It would just be brilliant to see them actually doing it after watching the TV show. Highly recommend.
We should try and get on board.
Why don't we try and go?
Yeah, we should.
Just make it a...
we can do a bit of a show too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. I give the show 4 buzzies out of 5. Very, very watchable. And the fact that they're coming to New Zealand, I reckon that's just awesome. So you have to check it out.
Brilliant.
People Just Do Nothing on YouTube.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back to the Radio Hauraki Big Show, live from the Wellington studios this Friday afternoon. Now listen up, New Zealand. Plenty coming up after 5 o'clock. We're going to be speaking to the legend that is Fran Kora. We've got a bit of sports chat and...
Who's the sports chap?
And old Mogi has another mozzer at the airport.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Friday's going along tickety-boo. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger. What?
Nothing.
Do you reckon Reburger's sweet as with that?
I think it's all good, yeah.
Hey, and in all honesty, you remember last night when we were talking about Reburger with the live audience, they went nuts.
They were loving it,
They love the old Reburger here in Wellington. Why
Completely
wouldn't you?
unprompted. They were straight into it.
Yes.
It is good. There is a Reburger here in Wellington. We should check it out after the show, Jase, because our flight leaves at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know. Well, we need to get some ideas from the punters. How are Keyzie and I going to kill the next 5 hours after the show while Mogi goes back to bed?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll be going back to bed. Maybe for a couple of hours just to get a bit of a recharge.
Yeah.
Why don't you
So
go-
you can jump back on that horse.
Yes.
Why don't you go to bed and have a recharge, and we'll go to Reburger
That's a good idea.
and kill 5 hours until our flight.
Good
stuff.
idea. Hey, coming up, a bit of sports chat.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Hold there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Now, obviously, being in Welly, we had to fly down here, didn't we, fellas?
Yeah.
That's true, man.
And old Mogi had another mozzer at the airport. Talk us through it, mate.
Well, I disagree. I don't think it is a Mozza. It's perfectly fine. I came through the security little bit there, and there was no queue. I love it when there's no queue. So I come through there, walk through, offload all my stuff into the trays there, happy days, go through, and there was about 10 to 15 people standing on the other side with all of the trays backed up and nobody taking any of their stuff off it.
That's weird.
I couldn't work it out.
Yeah.
And then there was other people who were having their bags looked at. I don't know what these people were thinking. I think they thought that every single bag was going to get checked. And they stood there without a word of a lie for 10 minutes. And then one of the people finally said, whose bags are these? And they're like, oh, can we take them?
Oh, my gosh, really?
Like these people are in their mid-40s. It was annoying.
I would have smacked them.
Yeah. Anyway, and then they pulled one of my trays to the side there.
Yes.
And they were concerned that I had a lighter. You think they would have gotten to the bottom of the lighter issue over all these years,
Yes.
So anyway, there's a lighter, yep, and that's a problem. And then you talk to them, they say, no, it's not a problem. It's like, well,
Why did you?
What are we doing?
Happens to me pretty much every time.
that's right. And so then I took all my stuff out of the tray, had to put my jacket back on, my belt back on, my pornamu, all that sort of stuff. And then I start heading off, having a bit of a chit-chat with some other passengers there as well, I was.
Yes.
And off I go, and then somebody shouts out, oh, has anybody lost a watch? And I thought to myself, oh, that'll be me. I look down at my wrist, yet no watch on, so that's all good. So I go back and he goes, what brand is it? I managed to guess that right, so that was pretty good. Got my watch. Then went up the escalator there and got to the top of that, and I got to the top of it, my sunnies. Haven't got my sunnies, Keyzie.
Right.
No sunnies, man.
Oh, wow. So
I had to then go all the way around and back down.
because there's only an up escalator there,
That's
isn't
right.
there?
There's only an up, so I had to go all the way around and down another escalator and then walk back along and then ask them if they'd found any sunglasses. And they had. They said, yeah, Mogi, over here, brother. And they don't know me from the radio or anything. They know me from when I lose my stuff every time I go.
Yeah, you go through, yes.
So I don't know, and to be honest with you, I don't know quite how I managed it, because you just empty the tray until there's nothing left in it, don't
Well,
you?
that's-
Generally, that's how it works.
That was the question, was it just all in one tray?
Yeah, it was. That was, yeah. Yeah, so I grabbed my jacket and all the other stuff out of it, and I don't know. I've just sort of my mind must have just said, that's enough, let's go, man.
Well, it's interesting because for the first time in probably about 4 years, I went through with no incidents.
Oh, did you?
You know, because usually I have to take my shoes off.
Yeah, I had to take my shoes off.
Or, I've got like 8 lighters in my bag,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And I still, just on the lighter front, I'm confused still. And it happens every time. Do I take the lighter out of my bag or do I leave it in my bag?
Yeah.
I still don't know.
What did you do this time?
I think I left it in my bag.
Well, that was what I did, and that was why they pulled me aside.
Well, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
But they obviously missed my lighter because they were so waylaid by Mogi's disasters, they didn't notice Hoyte Jase.
Yeah, but I mean, it gave me something to do. It killed, 10 or 15 minutes, and I thought, geez, Keyzie would love this, man.
I do
Keyzie
love
would
it.
this.
I do love it.
It is a bit of a concern because it started creeping into my life. It's not something that ever used to happen, but now it seems to be standard procedure.
Yeah, well, this is the weird thing, right? Because back like a couple of years ago, we'd go do a live show in Taranaki or something, and Hoyte J would have to take his high top chucks off, which he's done up in a double knot, put them on the tray, which would go through the machine. It would come out the other side. The tray would be upside down, and the shoes, the laces got tangled up in the rollers, and it was
That's
just a
right.
complete. And so, but now he's getting through.
Yeah.
And old Mogie's the one. Yeah,
That's right. It'll be your
Interesting.
turn soon, Keyzie.
I feel like I've developed to such an extent I could almost go to Europe.
Well, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, fellas, up next we'll do some sports chat.
Oh,
And
yeah.
After that, Fran from Kora's coming in because they got a brand new song off a brand new album.
How good.
How good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Aerosmith there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this beautiful Friday afternoon in Wellington City. Hey, a bit of sporting action going on over the weekend there, fellas. Let's get into a bit of sport chat.
Oh, God. It's just, if you've just joined us, the Big Show, a little worse for wear today.
Yeah.
But still really good, though.
Oh,
We're
so good.
firing, man.
What
We're
sport?
bloody good, man.
What's-
Well, there's a bunch of sport on this weekend. We should probably start with the Rugby Championship. That's the competition on everybody's lips. The second week of it this weekend, you've got South Africa up against Australia again.
Yeah.
After that shock result last week, the Wallabies tipped them up.
Yeah, it really
after being
was.
22-0 down, and the South Africans remained scoreless for the rest of the game. I think the Aussies piled on 38. So that's Sunday morning, 3:10 a.m. Jase, you're going to be watching that, man?
Yeah, totally, mate. I'll be up for it.
And then you can stay up because at 9:10 Sunday morning, Argentina v the All Blacks. It'd be good to see them look a little bit sharp and tighten up. Maybe just simplify things a little bit.
Yeah, well, one of the things I'm expecting Argentina to come back stronger. They were surprisingly vulnerable to the rolling maul.
Right.
We got two very simple tries from the rolling maul, so they'll obviously look to sort of fix that up because usually they pride themselves on their forwards, so that'll be a cracker as well.
Cracker.
A bit of NRL action, of course. The Warriors 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
7:30 tomorrow.
7:30.
But before we get to the Wars, who are taking
Yes.
on the Titans, if you're into the NRL, but not hugely, and you only watch the Wars, I recommend you watch both games tonight because at 8 o'clock, it is the Panthers taking on the Raiders. That is first place Raiders and I believe fifth place Panthers. And then after that at 10 is Melbourne Storm taking on the Bulldogs. Essentially,
Yeah.
these are the four best teams
They are.
in the NRL. The Wars are in fourth place, but to be honest, they're definitely not at the moment performing at a fourth place level. These are the four best teams. I think these are going to be the four teams that are going to be there or thereabouts up the top.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get home from... Unfortunately, our flight doesn't leave till 3 a.m, Jase.
Yeah.
So I'll be at the airport watching both of these games, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock tonight. And then, of course, watching the Wars tomorrow, 7:30 take on the Titans. How are you feeling about that game, Mogi?
Not great, man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I just think, well, one, they're our bogey team. They smoke us whenever they want. Last year it was 66-6.
Yeah, it was a
That's
shocker.
a hiding, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
they've got bloody good halves. You've got Kieran Foran there. Is it Jaden Campbell?
Jaden Campbell's a gun.
And then they've just got so much pace
Yeah.
on the flanks, and we just don't have any of that. We've
Yeah.
got no. Yeah, I can see they've got the ability to pile on points, and
We don't.
we're struggling our way through at the moment. And look, we are riddled with injuries. There's no blame being heaped on them at all by me. But geez, yeah, I'm glad they're in the top 8. We'll get a couple of finals games if we're lucky, but yeah, that'll be about it for a lot,
Yeah.
I think.
Is there any dush this weekend, mate?
Douche. No UFC that I'm aware of. No, we had
Right.
one last week, and that was UFC 319, and UFC 320 will be in another month or so.
Good stuff,
Sweet.
mate.
All right. Well, up next, fellas, Fran Kora coming in from the band Kora. Legendary band. Hasn't released an album in, I think it's like 13 years or
It was
something.
2012.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've released a brand new one today. We're going to be chatting to Fran Kora and also debuting a brand new song off that album. That's up next.
Beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Well, a very special guest on the show this Friday afternoon. He's a multi-talented beast. Not just music, but all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the man himself, Francis Kora. G'day, mate. How's life?
Hey, awesome. How you guys?
Yeah, good, thanks, man. Loving
cool.
Welly, I tell you what.
How good's Welly?
How good's Welly?
Yeah, man.
That is it, man. That's where we are at the moment, and we're loving it.
I love Wellies, man.
Yeah,
I
same here.
God, can you guys stop banging on about wellies, man?
Well, it's just so good, man. We had a big night last night, Francis, and the fellas are feeling a bit squeamish today. So, it might be slightly painful this afternoon.
Oh, well done, guys. Good effort. Proud of you.
You shouldn't encourage that kind of behaviour, Francis. Hey, man, so... Kora, you guys getting back together, and it's been a long time since you guys have put out like a full-fledged album, right? So what's sparked the comeback, and what sparked all this?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Just wanting to release some material, and kind of just we're getting older now,
Yeah, man. I do know.
Yeah. But it's that kind of that stage of the career, I suppose you could call it, where you're getting older, so you're just writing what you think you want to release, I suppose, and not trying to chase the charts, or you're not trying to. We're past that stage now,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
you're
so
wanting to make stuff that you love.
Yeah, right. And so the last album, I was just reading here, 2012. I can't believe it has been that long, like 15 years.
Is that true? Is that what's the guts, man? Is that some kind of Oasis-style rift? You guys haven't spoken to each other for years, and you finally buried the hatchet, and you're going to sell out 900,000 tickets all around the world?
Oh no! Well, I think when you first start, that was 20-something years ago. Now,
Jeez.
that's what you're hoping for, but not the case.
I reckon you would have done over the course of 20 years.
Yeah, man. It's been, honestly, I couldn't even remember how many gigs I've done, but it's I definitely just noticed that just when you're older, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you, Francis. I mean, how's the music changed for you? I mean, you're older, you're wiser, you're maybe more cynical. Has there been a shift in the direction of the music, or is it still the same kind of vibe?
Yeah, it's the same kind of vibe. It's just a different time now.
Yes.
The difference is, like, you can ask any band. You listen to Metallica and people still want to listen to, Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
Or they don't really want to listen to your new stuff. They want to remember you from when you first began, and that's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
That'll be true for any band. We're thinking now, Iron Maiden, I'd still go back to the Trooper.
Yeah.
AC/DC, Highway to Hell, Bon Scott era,
Yeah.
But people, for some reason, they don't gravitate to your new stuff, because it's when you started is what they remember the most.
Yeah.
So you can't really change that.
100%, Francis, and like I've still got welded into my brain, On My Mind, Politician, and all those like Skankenstein, all those classics, man. Are you guys haunted by those songs, or do you still get Fizz to play them?
No, I still love playing some of them. Some of them are absolutely, I can't wait to bury those forever, because I've played them so many times.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to writing new material and releasing new material, it's just such a different time from when we first began.
Yeah,
man.
Does it come? Sorry, man. Does it come as easily to you? Or you're just writing in a different kind of style, and you've probably got your craft down a lot better after all of these years as well? Or is it just having the confidence to just go ahead and write what you're feeling?
That's pretty much it. And a lot of the time, it's the demos that I like more than the actual finished product. Because the demos, when you're writing a demo, it's when your energy is like the freshest. It's you've just come up with the idea, and you kind of can't beat that. It's like if you're writing a script for a film or a TV show, your first kind of scripts are the ones that hold you the most, and then it takes how many drafts before you actually get to the finished product.
Yeah,
and that's not the fun part. The finished product isn't the fun part. It's the initial spark that you started with. So I prefer to do those.
Yeah, right. Francis Kora we're speaking to right now, by the way. Kora have announced a brand new album. It's called Fifth Season. As we mentioned, Light Years came out in 2012, 13 years ago. And I know, Francis, you and Lawton as well, you guys are involved with heaps of different projects, around New Zealand. You'll always see concerts pop up featuring Francis Kora or Lawton Kora and, different projects of stuff. So how hard was it for you guys to find the time to get together and, put the band back together and come up with enough tracks for an entire album?
You know what? That part Not so much because it's just really myself and Dan McGrew, who lives down in Queenstown. We do most of the writing for Kora.
Yeah.
It's not the original members of the band back together. We've had a different lineup for the last maybe 12, 15 years now. And have never stopped playing. We've always played every summer. And it's just different. We're writing remotely as opposed to getting people in together into the studio because everyone lives all over the country, so it's expensive, man.
Yeah.
And that's probably the biggest change, is trying to get everyone together, and the cost of trying to make this stuff, it's cheaper to do it yourself.
Man.
That's the I suppose the struggles of today's things, and also the blessing.
Yeah. It means you can live where you want, I guess, and then also still able to do the work. And what with this album, how does it compare to what you've done before? I'm fizzing, man. I'm fizzing. What can I expect? How does it compare to what you've done before? Where does it sit? You rank it compared to your other albums, man.
Oh, but tough question. Tough question.
It's a tough one.
It's probably you love it because it's the newest.
Yeah, there's some songs like not even finished, and I left them as demos.
Mean.
And one of them in particular is a song dedicated to Aaron Tokuna from
Weta.
Ahuri Buzz, Weta. Yeah. And it's not finished. I said, it's perfect. It kind of suits the character of who Aaron would have been. He would have loved it like that. we had the Super Jesus in here a few weeks ago, and they were talking about when they did their first tour to New Zealand, and they got Aaron in to be a touring guitarist with them, and they offered him the guitarist role with their band, and he just straight away went, "Oh, now I'm all good."
Nah, sweet as, man.
Just on that, Francis, I believe we're going to play that tune now. Are you referring to the song Azza?
Yes.
Yeah. So Azza, this is a brand new tune from Kora. It's off their brand new album, 5th Season, which is coming out on the 22nd, which is bloody exciting. Hang on, isn't today the 22nd?
Yes,
it is. It is the 22nd.
Yeah. Today, Keyzie.
It's out today, and this is a single from that very album, the 5th Season. Make sure you check it out. And in the meantime, here's a brand new track from Kora, Azza. Sweet. So I think we'll be able to save all that stuff off there.
Yeah, and cut it up.
We'll trim it up.
Yep.
So bloody ripper, man. How do you feel about the album?
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a relief than anything, I suppose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You know, but there's no pressure on us, you know. We're not chasing charts.
Bro, I don't think do you not realise how much people fucking love you? Like, you're She-Hard, you're Shapeshifter, you are all of those bands. Like,
100%.
You are fucking right up there, brother.
Shot, lads.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't wait. It's not actually the 22nd, so I haven't heard it yet.
Nah.
Yeah, but we will. Hey, man, thanks for your time, Francis. We really appreciate it, mate. And I hope it goes really well for you fellas.
Yeah, man.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Come in next time you're up, brother.
Yeah, we'll do.
Good on you, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Friday's going off. I'm just staring at a dude who's staring at us on his balcony there on the across the studio from us, fellas.
Yeah, because we're in Wellington, guys?
Yeah.
After a big live show.
I imagine you probably see a lot of nudity from the studio.
You possibly could.
There's just bloody apartments everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was nudity, not that I'd look, obviously, because I'm a gentleman, Keyzie. You filthy bastard.
Yeah, sorry, Jase, that's my bad, man. Hey, what do we got coming up after 6, man?
Hey, I tell you what, I don't want to spoil it, but we've got Meat Patty Nip 69.
Oh, that's right.
And Keyzie is fuming about the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not happy.
That is a hell of a tease, Keyzie fuming about the hotel. If you do need advice on anything, meatpattynip69@gmail.com. Get in touch. You can get yourself an instant $50 Reburger voucher.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Beef, chicken, vegan, vegetarian options too. Reburger is redefining the norm. It's good shit. Hey, fellas.
Yes, mate.
I almost missed this break, didn't I? I was gone for a long time.
Yeah, you were a
man.
while. I was going, what the hell's Keyzie doing?
Oh, God, time's running short, Keyzie. Run.
Is he doing a Shanghai steamer?
Yeah, no, well, what happened was I went and
He's doing a Wellington Whopper.
Yeah, Mogi, yeah. I went and used the facilities, right? I took a leak, and what I didn't realise is that you have to take a swipe card with you to use the toilet. And so I use the toilet. While I'm in there, some guy is absolutely demoing the cubicle. Like, it is, and I just like, oh my God, I have to get out of here.
Yeah.
wash my hands, go to leave, and I'm stuck in a stairwell because I can't get out.
Really?
I have to wait for the guy
who's just done the atrocity.
Yeah, and I saw him, and I made eye contact with him, and I was like, sorry, man, I had to wait for you to get his eye. Cool. And he was sheepish, too, because he knew that I had been...
Listening to him.
Your
ear to the door.
And he let me out. But I was just standing in a stairwell for 4 or 5 minutes there just waiting for this guy. And I was like, I hope I make it in time.
You know there's a toilet 2 doors down out of the studio?
I just use that too. It's just across the way here. It's literally about 10 seconds away.
Not even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That rules, man.
And I imagine, knowing your history, Keyzie, you must have found that quite traumatising. Because I know you can't do poos in public. Hearing someone else do an absolute atrocity must have been quite traumatic for you.
Yeah, because you guys are the opposite. You love doing poos in public. So you'll get the public to gather around and then you'll... Yeah.
The funny thing is, I can't without having an audience.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was traumatic. I hated it.
Yeah,
but I was like, you know what I'll do? I'll tell the world about it on the radio. But yeah, get around Reburger, man. They're great.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
David Bowie there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday evening. Fellas, actually, I just got a question from last night's show, actually. Where a lot of the people there, in fact, I would say 90% of the people that were talking to me during the show were referring to me as Hoity Jizzbot. Now, I've been aware of the fact that my name has morphed into Hoity Jizz. I'm just a little unclear where the...
Why are you looking at me?
Well, I'm a little unclear where the bot came from.
Yeah, I think that was me, I think, that way. And I think it was because I like the idea of you being a jizz robot. So I don't know. It's just one of these things, isn't it? You just tack it on the end there and it sticks, and people obviously like the sound of it, Jason.
Oh, it sticks all right, but
because
I mean...
I wouldn't do that to you, man. I'm a firm... Hoity Janus. You know, I'm in the Hoity Janus camp, you know, and I wouldn't do that to you, call you Hoity Jizzbot.
Yeah.
Hoity Janus is a good one.
Yeah.
As well.
But actually, while we're just pointing out things that are annoying, do you like it or is it annoying?
What, Hoity Jizzbot?
Yeah.
Well, I got to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Hoity Jizz, you know what I mean? Let alone Hoity Jizzbot.
Yeah.
I don't know quite how we got it. It's Mogie's fault.
It is Mogie's fault.
Yeah.
100% always
Would you prefer just pure jizz?
What about this? Imagine if we just called you Jason. That would be shit. Hey, fellas, you know, something that I've noticed, and it's starting to happen more and more, when you stay at a hotel, right? Because we stayed at a lovely hotel last night.
Oh,
we
yeah.
did. Really nice.
Yeah.
No free Wi-Fi.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, there was.
Was there?
Yeah.
Mine, I tried to access it, and I might be doing a Hoity J here, and it was like, you have to be part of the members club or whatever.
No, you can sign in without being a member.
Oh, really?
There was another button down the bottom.
Jeez, even I could do that, Keyzie.
God, okay,
I had a shocker.
Yeah, I chewed through the data last night.
Can I just say...
Watching 4K stuff as well.
You know, because Keyzie, for some reasons, found me really annoying today.
What do you mean for some reason? You know you're being annoying.
And for some reason, he was really annoyed at the hotel. Can you imagine, Mogi? I want you to project ahead, because old Keyzie gives me a bit of jip about this. Keyzie at 50.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the amount of things he's going to be annoyed by?
I'm not. I'm a very happy
Old happity Keyzie.
Old happity Keyzie. I am. The only thing I get annoyed about is you. So as long as I have distanced myself from you at 50, I will be the happiest guy on the planet. Okay, Hoity Jizzbot?
Yeah, good stuff.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It's the Hauraki Big Show Big Bet with the TAB.
That's right. We've teamed up with the TAB to run the Big Show Big Bet. We've picked 2 bets we think will come off this weekend. And because we're down in Wellington, we're doing the show remote today, so we put it on Instagram instead. We said if you want to get involved with the TAB Big Bet, get in touch. A bloke called Lachlan has done exactly that. He's going to choose between our 2 bets.
Yes.
We'll put $100 bonus cash on. If the one he chooses comes in, he gets the money. Lachlan, are you there, mate?
Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How's your Friday going there, Lachlan? Your backbone?
Oh, can't complain. Sun's shining.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, just quickly, Lachlan, just a bit of a formality we have to do here. What do you do for a crust?
Oh, I'm an accountant, mate.
Backbone.
That's good shit, Lachlan.
You know what? In terms of accountants, my accountants saved me a lot of stress in my life, Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
I used to stress out about that sort of stuff, but you get an accountant, they sort it all out for you. Isn't that right, Lachlan?
Yeah, mate. We're all backbones.
Yeah, totally.
Every single one. All right, Lachlan, the two bets you have to choose between. You've got Adam Pompey to be first, second, or third try scorer. It's the Warriors taking on the Titans on Saturday night at 7:30. It's paying $6. Or you can choose Chris Wood to be the first goal scorer. Forest v Crystal Palace, which is on Monday morning, 1 a.m. That's paying $6.50. Are you a football guy or a rugby league guy?
Definitely rugby league. I think my flatmate would kill me if I didn't select Pompey for second or third.
All right, well, we'll lock that in, mate. We'll put a $100 bonus bet on, and you'll get to keep all the winnings if it comes through, mate.
Awesome. Thank you guys very much.
Good on you, mates. You have a good weekend, you backbone. Good stuff, hey, Phil.
What a champion.
Yeah, what a champ. So don't forget, TAB is your home for sports, multis, in-play betting, and power plays. Of course, make sure you gamble responsibly. It is R18. Full T's and C's and stuff up at hauraki.co.nz, fellas.
Am I right in saying on that front, fellas, Pompey's actually scored a few tries of late?
Pompey?
Yeah, old Pompey.
Yeah.
But he has scored a few tries, though, has he not?
He got a double last week.
Yes, and some before that as well.
And some before that, yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually got, I think it's his record, it might be his record year. I think it might be the most amount of tries he's ever scored in a year. I feel like previously it may have been 4 and now it's 9. That's a guess.
Yeah, and I think not last year, the year before as well, they quite often, the Wires scored a lot of points by skipping the centre and throwing a little Harbour Bridge pass out to the winger.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I've noticed that the centres are almost stepping back in and cutting over for a lot of tries. So I think it is actually quite a good bet there to place. Hoyte J. Hey, what song are we going into here, man?
I wouldn't have a clue. My computer's just died.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Gorillas there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday evening. Let's give out a bit of advice, fellas.
At gmail.com. Get in touch with the fellas. It is a real email address. Get in touch. It's 100% anonymous too. If you need advice on anything, you email us, and if we read it out on the radio, you get a $50 Reburger voucher, so it's worth doing. Fellas, this one comes from Australia.
Australia.
G'day, fellas. Anonymous here. I'm a backbone living abroad. I listen every day via the iHeartRadio app, and I want to get involved and ask for some advice, but I'm reluctant to, because what can I do with a Reburger voucher in Melbourne? I would totally fly back and get a burger, but if not for all the outstanding warrants, so the juice doesn't really seem worth the squeeze, if you know what I mean. Anyways, what would you do in my shoes? Cheers. And that's from Anonymous. So it's...
What a conundrum.
Yeah, it is a conundrum, isn't it?
Well, I think possibly looking at... Who was that from? Anonymous?
Anonymous, yeah.
Possibly looking at it from the wrong way. You're not sending in a question so that you can get a Reburger voucher. You're sending in a question
Correct.
so you can get great advice.
Yeah.
The Reburger voucher is just the cherry on top.
Agreed, Mogi. And what's unfortunate about what he's done there is he's just blown a really great opportunity to get top advice from the fellas, and instead he's focusing on a voucher instead.
So would our advice be to just maybe think about things before you do them?
Yeah.
You know?
You have a think about it, man. Just think about it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
What he could do if he did win the voucher is start a franchise over in Australia.
They're looking for franchisees.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe he could kick it off in Aussie. Be a groundbreaker.
Or he could give it away, you know. If it was a mate's birthday or something like that, he could go on the internet and order some.
Yes.
And then use that voucher and have it delivered. Wouldn't that be a lovely gesture? A kind gesture. Selfless.
I agree, Mogi. That's a bloody great idea.
So the advice is... get in touch anyway. Ask for advice.
Yes.
If we read it out, we'll send you a voucher. Use that for one of your mates in New Zealand.
I think so.
Yeah. That's good advice.
Thanks, guys.
That's what a friend would do.
So do we now send him the voucher? Is that...
I mean, it's going to take a couple of weeks anyway, and then it's going overseas, so they'll add another couple of weeks on there, and probably by the end of the year he'll get it.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, New Zealand. We made it. And I've got to be honest with you. When we came into the studio today, I was doubtful. I had my doubts it would get through the show. But we're backbones on the big show. And the fellas, we all piled through. And now Keyzie and I, after the show, got a good 6-hour wait for our aeroplane.
Yeah, because we're down at Wellington right now. And we're a wee bit dusty. Well, Mogi and I are after last night's
I'm brand new, man.
live show. Are you? After the live show at Parrot Dog last night, big shout out again to everyone in Wellington that came out to that show. It was an absolute ripper.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be coming back down. But yeah, I'm pretty keen just to hop on a plane, go home and go to bed.
Yeah, man.
Which I'm excited for.
With that in mind, actually, Mogi, what are you going to do? You're going to get back on the horse and whip its ass, or are you going to have a little nana nap?
I'm trying to decide whether I should have a nap and then go out, or if I should just go out and then that way it'll definitely be an early night.
Yes.
Because I'll be struggling my way through.
Yeah, I would get on the horse and whip its ass.
Yeah.
And call it a night. Tuck yourself in at 10 and watch a movie.
Yeah, that'll be the way. I'll just go straight to sleep, mate. And can I say, I think that might be the best hotel room I've stayed in a very long time.
It's lovely.
No
nice.
aircon.
Yeah.
The blackout curtains, not having weird lights on all over the bloody joint coming out of TVs or bloody radios or you name it.
Free Wi-Fi.
Great showers.
Yeah, good
Can
shower.
I say that? It has a temperature on the thingy, so you know which way to get it hot. It's always hard to work out oftentimes. Find the
just
adjust.
on that, I couldn't find the tap. I was going to the source trying to turn it, going, God, this is stiff. The tap was about a metre away.
Oh, you got taps. I got a push button set up in mine.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's very nice.
I have a push button too. You get to push the button. Do you want the rainfall shower head or
That's
the regular
right.
one? You just push it.
I didn't have that option.
Oh, mate. Bloody great.
Oh, man, you missed out,
You
man.
simply must get one, Jase.
Hey, now listen, thanks for listening to the show. We'll be back hopefully on Monday. So check out the podcast, check out the Instagram account. I tell you what, old Pugsan was a busy man last night, so check that all out. And the fellas at Beervana there. Until then, though, have a great weekend and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye then.